Have you noticed that after turning 60, climbing stairs feels more exhausting than it used to? Maybe standing up from a chair takes just a little more effort, or your legs feel unsteady after walking short distances. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're not powerless. Leg weakness after 60 is extremely common, but here's the truth. It's not inevitable. It's not simply old age. In fact, it's one of the earliest warning signs that your independence, mobility, and overall health could be at risk. But the good news? You can take steps to slow, stop, or even reverse this process, starting today. Strong legs are more than just muscles. They're your foundation. They allow you to move freely, live independently, and avoid the falls that can drastically change your life. Unfortunately, many seniors ignore these early signs until it's too late. I recently had a patient, Mr. Leonard, age 68, who came into my clinic complaining that his legs had been giving out on him. He used to take long walks with his wife, but now he could barely make it to the mailbox without resting. He chalked it up to aging until he tripped on a small curb and fractured his hip. During our consultation, we discovered that Leonard's leg weakness wasn't just about age. It was about inactivity, muscle loss, and a vitamin D deficiency he didn't even know he had. With a tailored plan including resistance training, improved nutrition, and safe sun exposure, Leonard began to regain strength. 6 months later, he was back to walking confidently, this time around his neighborhood park. Leonard's story isn't unique, and it serves as a powerful reminder. Your legs can tell you a lot about your overall health. The earlier you act, the more you can preserve your freedom and quality of life. In this video, we'll explore why leg strength declines after 60, and what you can do today to stay strong, steady, and independent for years to come. One of the most overlooked reasons why leg strength fades after 60 is a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. It's a gradual decline in muscle mass and strength that actually begins as early as your 30s, but accelerates significantly after you turn 60. The effects are often subtle at first. Stairs feel steeper, getting up from a chair becomes slower, and walking long distances brings unexpected fatigue. But left unaddressed, sarcopenia can become one of the biggest threats to your independence. The causes are clear. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at building and preserving muscle. Combine that with a more sedentary lifestyle and inadequate protein intake, and you have a recipe for shrinking leg muscles and weakened mobility. Many seniors unknowingly fall into this trap, not from lack of effort, but from lack of guidance. Take my patient, Mrs. Conway, for example. She was 72, full of energy, but she came to my office frustrated and scared. "Doctor," she said, "I eat healthily, I'm active, but my legs feel like they're disappearing. I can't climb stairs without gripping the railing." After some discussion, we discovered that her definition of a healthy diet included lots of fruits, soups, and whole grains, but very little protein. She was consuming less than 30 grams of protein per day, far below the recommended amount for someone her age and activity level. Even worse, she had recently started taking a senior super supplement she saw online. It contained excessive vitamin A and barely any amino acids or supportive nutrients like magnesium or B vitamins. While she was trying her best to take care of her body, she was unknowingly accelerating her muscle loss and weakening her legs further. I worked with Mrs. Conway to create a realistic, protein-focused meal plan: eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt or a protein smoothie for lunch, lean chicken or legumes at dinner, and included strength-based exercises using resistance bands. We also swapped her risky supplement for a targeted blend designed to support muscle maintenance and recovery. 3 months later, she was back to climbing stairs with confidence. "I didn't realize how much my diet was sabotaging me," she admitted. "I thought I was doing everything right." Her story is all too common, but entirely preventable. If you're over 60, don't wait for your legs to feel like jelly before you act. Make protein a priority, aim for 20 to 30 grams per meal, and add light strength training like squats, leg lifts, or resistance band workouts to your weekly routine. It doesn't have to be intense to be effective. Small, consistent actions build strength over time. Sarcopenia may be a natural part of aging, but losing your strength and independence? After age 60, One of the most dangerous habits for your leg strength and overall health is surprisingly common: a sedentary lifestyle. It's easy to fall into. Retired life slows down, mobility feels harder, and rest seems more appealing than movement. But here's the truth. Use it or lose it isn't just a saying, it's a biological reality. When you stop moving regularly, your muscles, especially in the legs, begin to atrophy. They shrink, weaken, and lose endurance. This not only affects your ability to climb stairs or walk without fatigue, but also dramatically increases your risk of falls, one of the leading causes of injury and loss of independence in older adults. But there's good news. This decline is completely preventable and reversible with consistent, low-impact activity. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Gentle exercises like walking, swimming, and Tai Chi can have profound benefits. Walking is one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your legs strong. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day improves circulation, maintains joint flexibility, and strengthens your calves, thighs, and glutes. Swimming is ideal for those with joint pain or arthritis. It provides full-body resistance while being gentle on the joints. Tai Chi, often called meditation in motion, is incredibly effective for improving balance, coordination, and leg stability, reducing the likelihood of falls. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with 5 to 10 minutes a day and build gradually. What matters most is consistency. As a doctor, I've seen too many patients who wait until they've lost significant mobility before taking action. But the best time to start is before your legs give out. The second best time? Today. So ask yourself, have you moved today? If not, take a step, any step. Your future self will thank you for every walk around the block, every Tai Chi session in the park, and every swim you enjoy. Because motion isn't just exercise, it's your lifeline to strength, freedom, and vitality as you age. Many older adults take multiple medications to manage chronic conditions. But what most don't realize is that some of those medications could be silently weakening their muscles, especially in the legs. This condition is known as medication-induced myopathy, and it's more common than you think after age 60. While statins are effective for heart health, in some individuals, they can cause muscle pain, cramping, and a gradual loss of muscle strength, often starting in the legs. For someone who's already facing age-related muscle decline, this side effect can significantly worsen balance, mobility, and independence. I recall treating a patient named Mr. Bradley, 72 years old, who came into my clinic complaining of persistent leg fatigue and difficulty climbing stairs. He had always been active and healthy, so this decline seemed puzzling. After reviewing his medication list, I noticed he'd recently started a high-dose statin. We ran some tests and confirmed mild myopathy. After consulting with his cardiologist, we adjusted his prescription and added a gentle leg-strengthening routine. Within a month, his energy and stability noticeably improved. Mr. Bradley's case is not unique. Other drugs, such as corticosteroids, certain antidepressants, and chemotherapy agents, can also impact muscle health. That's why it's vital to review your medications regularly, especially if you start experiencing unexplained leg weakness, fatigue, or balance issues. Don't stop or adjust your prescriptions on your own, but do talk to your doctor. They may recommend lowering the dose, switching medications, or adding supportive therapies like physical therapy or supplements. Remember, the goal isn't to avoid medication altogether. It's to find the right balance between treatment and quality of life. And sometimes a simple conversation with your physician can make all the difference in keeping your legs and your lifestyle strong and steady. If your legs feel weaker lately, your pills might be part of the puzzle. It's time to check. As we age, many people start to notice a subtle but alarming change. Walking becomes slower, stairs feel steeper, and getting up from a chair takes more effort than it used to. This creeping weakness is often blamed on just getting old, but in truth it has a name: sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. And the process doesn't start at 70 or 80, it begins as early as your 30s, accelerating rapidly after age 60. Sarcopenia is not simply about losing muscle mass. It's about losing strength, stability, and eventually independence. When muscles shrink and weaken, especially in the legs, it directly affects your ability to move, balance, and protect yourself from falls and injuries. What's more, it often happens quietly. until one day getting out of a car or climbing stairs feels almost impossible. Two major culprits contribute to sarcopenia: inactivity and inadequate protein intake. As we age, we naturally become less active, and many older adults also struggle to consume enough high-quality protein in their daily diets. Without regular use and proper nourishment, muscles begin to waste away. But here's the good news. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It can be slowed down and even reversed with two proven strategies: strength training and protein-rich nutrition. Engaging in resistance exercises like squats, leg presses, or even simple chair rises stimulates muscle growth and helps preserve the strength needed for everyday activities. You don't need a gym membership. Even resistance bands or bodyweight exercises at home can work wonders when done consistently. Just as important is what you eat. Adults over 60 should aim for high-quality protein with every meal. Think eggs, fish, lean meats, Greek yogurt, beans, and lentils. These foods support muscle repair and slow the progression of muscle loss. Sarcopenia may be common, but it doesn't have to be your story. With the right movement and mindful nutrition, you can protect your leg strength, boost your energy, and maintain the freedom to live life on your terms, even well beyond 60. If you're over 60 and have ever felt tingling, numbness, or sharp pain in your legs, you may be experiencing the effects of peripheral neuropathy, a condition where damaged nerves disrupt the signals between your brain and muscles. Over time, this damage doesn't just cause discomfort, it quietly steals your leg strength, balance, and confidence in every step you take. Peripheral neuropathy is especially common among older adults, and one of its leading causes is type 2 diabetes. Prolonged high blood sugar levels damage the tiny nerves in your legs and feet, resulting in weakness, burning sensations, and a reduced ability to move safely and steadily. But diabetes isn't the only culprit. Vitamin B12 deficiency is another silent contributor, particularly in seniors whose bodies absorb nutrients less efficiently with age. The consequences can be severe: weak leg muscles, poor coordination, and an increased risk of falls. What's worse, the symptoms often creep in gradually. So many people don't realize the damage until it becomes a real threat to their mobility and independence. The good news is that you can take control before it's too late. The first step is managing your blood sugar if you have diabetes. That means working closely with your healthcare provider, following a healthy diet, and maintaining regular physical activity. Keeping your blood sugar in check slows the progression of nerve damage and helps protect your muscles. Equally important is ensuring you're getting enough vitamin B12, which is essential for nerve health. Foods like eggs, dairy, fish, and fortified cereals can help, but if your levels are low, or if you take medications that affect absorption, you may need a B12 supplement in a form like methylcobalamin for better absorption. And don't forget regular blood tests. Checking your B12 levels and monitoring nerve function with your doctor ensures early detection and intervention, helping prevent long-term damage. Peripheral neuropathy doesn't have to define your aging journey. With awareness, the right nutrition, and medical guidance, you can preserve your leg strength, protect your nerves, and stay confidently on your feet, today and for years to come. Imagine taking a walk around your neighborhood and suddenly feeling pain or cramping in your calves after just a few steps. You stop to rest and the discomfort fades, only to return once you resume walking. This pattern isn't just aging, it's a hallmark sign of peripheral artery disease, PAD, a condition that quietly robs your legs of strength and stamina. PAD occurs when arteries in the legs become narrowed or blocked by atherosclerotic plaque, reducing blood flow to the muscles. Without enough oxygen-rich blood, your legs struggle to function properly, especially during physical activity. The result? Pain, cramping, and a heavy or tired feeling in the legs, a condition known as claudication. PAD is common in older adults, particularly those over 60, and is strongly linked to risk factors like smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Left unmanaged, it not only affects mobility, but can increase the risk of serious complications like non-healing wounds and even limb loss. But here's the hopeful part. PAD is manageable and even reversible with the right steps. One of the most effective treatments is supervised walking programs. Although walking may initially cause discomfort, structured walking therapy helps the body create new pathways for blood flow, collateral circulation, improving endurance and reducing symptoms over time. Starting with short walks and gradually increasing time and intensity under medical supervision can make a dramatic difference. Think of it as exercise with a purpose, not just for fitness, but to retrain your circulation and reclaim your mobility. In addition to walking, lifestyle changes are essential. Quit smoking, manage blood sugar, and maintain healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. These steps not only protect your arteries, but also improve your heart and brain health. If you suspect PAD, don't ignore the signs. Talk to your doctor about an ankle brachial index test, a simple way to assess blood flow in the legs. Early diagnosis and proactive management can help you walk farther, live longer, and stay independent well into your later years. After the age of 60, many people begin to experience unexpected muscle weakness, especially in the legs, and an increased tendency to trip or lose balance. One of the most overlooked culprits behind this issue is vitamin D deficiency. This essential nutrient plays a vital role not only in bone health, but also in muscle strength, balance, and fall prevention. Vitamin D helps muscles function efficiently and supports coordination by aiding calcium absorption and regulating muscle contraction. When your vitamin D levels are low, your muscles don't perform as well, leading to weakness, fatigue, and instability, particularly in the lower body. Research has shown that older adults with insufficient vitamin D are at a significantly higher risk of falling, which can lead to fractures and loss of independence. The problem becomes more serious with age, as our bodies produce less vitamin D from sunlight. Factors such as staying indoors more often, living in northern climates, or having limited mobility can all reduce sun exposure, which is our main natural source of vitamin D. Additionally, the skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D as we age. To maintain adequate levels, aim for 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight exposure on the arms and face, 2 to 3 times per week, preferably in the morning or late afternoon. However, sunlight alone may not be enough for everyone, especially in the winter or for those with darker skin. That's why dietary sources and supplements are so important. Foods rich in vitamin D include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, fortified dairy products, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Still, many seniors may need additional support. In such cases, vitamin D3 supplements are recommended, ideally under medical supervision. The standard daily intake ranges from 800 to 2,000 IU, though some individuals may require more depending on their blood levels. If you're experiencing muscle weakness, difficulty rising from a chair, or frequent unsteadiness, it might not just be aging. It could be a sign of low vitamin D. Talk to your doctor about testing your levels and taking steps to restore this critical nutrient so you can maintain strength, confidence, and independence as you age. For many adults over 60, the gradual onset of leg weakness isn't just a result of aging. It's often linked to osteoarthritis, OA, a degenerative joint condition that commonly affects the knees and hips. As the cartilage that cushions your joints begins to wear down, movement becomes more painful, and this discomfort naturally leads to reduced physical activity. Unfortunately, less movement causes muscles, especially in the legs, to weaken over time, creating a vicious cycle of pain, inactivity, and further decline. Osteoarthritis doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, beginning with stiffness in the morning or after sitting for long periods. As it progresses, climbing stairs, walking long distances, or even standing up from a chair can become challenging. This condition limits mobility, undermines confidence, and often leads to muscle atrophy, particularly in the thighs and calves. But here's the good news. Gentle, consistent movement can actually help. Exercises that minimize joint strain while strengthening surrounding muscles are key to managing OA. Activities such as cycling, swimming, and water aerobics are excellent choices. They provide cardiovascular and muscular benefits without placing heavy pressure on weight-bearing joints. Tai Chi and stretching routines also help improve balance and flexibility, reducing the risk of falls. Equally important is medical management. Anti-inflammatory medications, physical therapy, and in some cases corticosteroid injections can help control pain and maintain joint function. For more advanced OA, some individuals may consider surgical options such as joint replacement, which can dramatically restore mobility and quality of life. The goal isn't just to reduce pain, it's to keep you moving, because movement is essential to maintaining independence as we age. Combining a well-structured exercise routine with proper medical support can help break the cycle of pain and weakness, allowing your legs to regain strength and stability. If you're over 60 and noticing joint pain or stiffness, don't wait. Speak with your doctor and begin a gentle movement plan. With the right strategy, you can stay active. As we age, maintaining a healthy weight becomes more than just a cosmetic concern. It's a matter of mobility, independence, and joint health. For many adults over 60, the combination of obesity and sarcopenia, a condition called sarcopenic obesity, poses a hidden but serious threat to leg strength and overall mobility. Obesity alone puts excess pressure on the knees, hips, and ankles, accelerating joint wear and leading to chronic pain, inflammation, and a higher risk of osteoarthritis. Now add sarcopenia to the mix, the age-related loss of muscle mass, and you have a double burden, more weight pressing down on weaker muscles and joints. This imbalance not only reduces your ability to move freely, but also increases your risk of falls, injuries, and long-term disability. Many older adults fall into this pattern without realizing it. Over time, a sedentary lifestyle combined with a diet high in processed foods and sugars can lead to fat gain and muscle loss, even if your total weight doesn't change dramatically. That's why strength training and nutrition must go hand in hand. The solution? A balanced, nutrient-dense diet and resistance-based exercise routine. Start by cutting back on refined carbs, sugars, and unhealthy fats. Focus on lean proteins, vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains to support both weight loss and muscle preservation. At the same time, engage in resistance training 2 to 3 times per week. Simple exercises using resistance bands, light weights, or even bodyweight squats can stimulate muscle growth and improve leg function. Walking, swimming, and cycling are also excellent low-impact cardio options to burn calories without straining your joints. If you're overweight or obese, even modest weight loss, 5 to 10% of your body weight, can significantly reduce joint pain and improve mobility. Don't let extra pounds and lost muscle silently steal your strength. By taking action now, through smart nutrition and consistent movement, you can protect your legs, lighten your step, and extend your independence well into your golden years. For adults over 60, osteoporosis, commonly known as brittle bone disease, is one of the leading hidden threats to mobility, independence, and quality of life. It quietly weakens the bones over time, often without symptoms, until a sudden fracture occurs from something as simple as a fall or even a mild bump. Fractures in the hip, spine, or wrist can lead to months of recovery, significant muscle loss, and in many cases, permanent loss of mobility. What makes osteoporosis so dangerous is that it weakens the very framework of the body, including the legs and spine. As bones lose density and strength, the ability to move freely and confidently diminishes. This often creates a cycle where fear of falling leads to reduced activity, which then accelerates both bone loss and muscle atrophy. Fortunately, this condition is preventable and manageable, especially with the right lifestyle choices. Calcium and vitamin D are essential nutrients for maintaining bone strength. Calcium provides the building blocks for bone tissue, while vitamin D enhances calcium absorption and supports the function of muscle fibers, reducing fall risk. Foods such as dairy products, leafy greens, sardines, almonds, and fortified cereals should be regular staples in the diet of older adults. When dietary intake isn't enough, supplements, taken under medical supervision, may help maintain adequate levels. But nutrition alone isn't enough. Weight-bearing and resistance exercises are critical for maintaining and even rebuilding bone density. Activities such as walking, dancing, climbing stairs, or lifting light weights gently stress the bones, which stimulates them to stay strong. Tai Chi and balance exercises are also effective in preventing falls by improving stability and coordination. In addition to diet and movement, regular bone density screenings can help detect osteoporosis early, before a fracture occurs. If needed, Your doctor may recommend medications that strengthen bones and reduce fracture risk. The bottom line, osteoporosis doesn't have to steal your strength. With the right combination of nutrition, movement, and awareness, you can protect your bones, prevent debilitating fractures, and maintain your ability to walk, move, and live independently for years to come. A stroke or cerebrovascular accident is one of the most devastating health events that can affect seniors over 60. When blood flow to the brain is interrupted, whether by a clot or a bleed, oxygen and nutrients are cut off, causing brain cells to die within minutes. If the stroke affects the part of the brain that controls movement, it can result in hemiparesis, weakness or paralysis on one side of the body, including the leg. For many stroke survivors, leg weakness on one side becomes a major barrier to mobility and independence. Walking, climbing stairs, or even standing upright can become challenging and dangerous. In some cases, stroke survivors may rely on walkers or wheelchairs for daily movement. But while the effects of a stroke can be severe, recovery is possible with the right strategy. Physical therapy is the cornerstone of stroke rehabilitation. Guided exercises help retrain the brain and body, rebuild strength, and improve coordination. Repetition is key. The brain can form new neural pathways through a process called neuroplasticity, allowing the non-damaged areas to take over some lost functions. Over time, consistent therapy can improve walking ability, balance, and leg strength. Additionally, using tools like assistive devices, practicing gait training, and engaging in balance and strength exercises can significantly reduce the risk of falls and promote greater independence. Family support and a positive mindset also play vital roles in recovery. A stroke may change your life, but it doesn't have to define it. With early intervention, dedicated rehabilitation, and encouragement, many seniors regain much of their mobility and lead fulfilling, active lives well after a stroke. As we age, maintaining leg strength isn't just about movement. It's about independence, vitality, and living fully on our own terms. From understanding sarcopenia and avoiding nutrient imbalances to staying active, managing chronic conditions, and making smart lifestyle choices, every action you take today shapes how you'll move tomorrow. The good news? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body still responds to care, intention, and the right support. Small, consistent steps, like improving your diet, staying mobile, and getting regular checkups, can make a profound difference in your leg strength and overall well-being. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please subscribe to Longevity Way. Our channel is dedicated to helping you live stronger, healthier, and more independent lives well into your golden years. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on practical, science-backed tips to support healthy aging. Leave a comment below to let us know which tips stood out to you the most, or share your own story. Together, we're building a community that believes in thriving, not just surviving. Stay strong, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video right here on Longevity Way.